send the announcement. And welcome back, everybody, to a brand new Monster Mash. I am your host, BB Big Brother Jake, whatever you want to call me, and I'm here to test out a new monster for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. To help me in that regard are my buddies, my good friends, my test subjects, as I like to call them. But we're down a member today. We are missing 2 regulars. We do have some people filling in, and we have some people doubling up. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce them. They're going to go ahead and introduce their characters. We're going to get into this. Just going in alphabetical order here. I am going to start with Dinnerman.
Hello, I'm continuing building the Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetype Goblin Bikers today with Mean Merciless. I built her as a rogue, because you see she's got a little whip there, and got a snake familiar. Snake animal companion. And that's it. She's a little thief, do some damage, and hopefully I actually may use my item, which all of the monsters, the people I built, I've given this item, and I've used it on none of them. So today, we'll finally see it happen.
She's got some Dumbo level ears there.
Mm-hmm. Very big.
Now, next up, we have Vorthus. Vorthus here is one of our other semi-regulars. He is running 2 characters because we are actually down Shy and Decaf this time around. So, Vorthus, who do you want to start off introducing us to?
Let's start off with Alien Road, the one on the top.
Okay. So who are you playing?
So this is Alien Road from Trails of Cold Steel. I'm playing her as a human fighter who wields a lance as her weapon. Pretty basic, but might be fun.
Alright, we'll see how it works out for her. And then you also have this character. Who is this?
So this one is Rosette Twining from Trails to Daybreak. I built her as an android because she's actually an android in the game. Gunslinger, Way of the Drifter, and I'm using a slide pistol and a flisser. Which I found a flisser was like really cool, and I'm like, I'm gonna use that because this looks more like a knife than a sword.
Okay, awesome. And then joining us, in a rare occurrence, a rare occasion, but a much treasured occasion, we have my good old buddy Warren. And Warren, you're playing a build that I have some familiarity with.
Yes, I am playing the Ancient Fear Fiddlesticks, the build that Jake just finished making and I think posting yesterday, right?
Yeah, Full Build Friday for Fiddlesticks was yesterday.
I thought it was such a cool looking build that knowing that this was coming up and seeing that it comes online very early on, but it begins to really get rolling at around this level, I thought, you know what? Great, let's do it.
Well, I hope it all works out for you. Fun fact.
I will not attempt to do the voice too much because, for one, I don't think that I can, and 2, I don't think it's a great audio experience to hear someone try to do it.
It's done by talking while breathing in, because that is how my great grandma used to speak. Because she had paralyzed vocal cords. Anyway.
Oh, that I know. Just it doesn't seem like a great headphones experience for an amateur to do it. Just screaming into the mic, breathing in.
Blue mentions Fiddlesticks is the best voice, and I think he wants you to do it.
It's really good.
Well, the 4 of you, or perhaps just 3 of you, are adventurers and a scarecrow. You are traveling through this dense jungle, and you've come up to a place where you think it might be, a good spot to set up camp. However, as you approach, something begins to rustle in the bushes. And before anything emerges, we're actually going to go ahead and roll for initiative, because I'm going to see if I can pull off rolling stealth for initiative. And get the jump on you guys. So, let's go ahead and enter combat state. Start rolling on the encounter tracker.
Such a high initiative, and I roll like poop. Or like poop from a butt.
Wow, Rosette. Okay. Alright, that is everybody. Rosette. I would say, you see a large creature hiding right here, right? It's centered right there. This large beast resembles possibly a big cat, like a lioness or something of that nature, but seems a bit bulkier, almost as though it has a carapace covering it. You are the first to act. Haven't revealed it yet on the map because I'm going to wait until it takes action. But what would you like to do as the one character aware of it?
Alright, so I can perceive it, correct?
Yep.
Alright, so if that's the case, I'm gonna use my first action, free action, stride towards it.
Okay.
So,
You are right here. You are adjacent to it.
okay, good enough. Alright. Let's see here. So I'm just reading up some of the Drifter. I played Gunslinger before, but not Drifter Gunslinger, so I need to... Okay, how about that? So I'll spend 2 actions doing a Drifter Juke.
Okay.
So, yep. So, and since I can choose not to take one of both steps, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lash out with my Flisser. So I can't have the thing targeted, but I'll just make an attack roll here, and you can tell me if I hit or not.
Sure. I can
Here.
certainly do that. That is a hit.
Alrighty. So, here comes the damage.
Okay.
Alright, and then I will take a step here,
All right.
and then I will make the other strike, which will be with my slide pistol.
Okay.
What do you mean it's not loaded?
Oh no, this.
Yeah, I
junk.
didn't see that. Yep, I know. And it did not say it ignored map, so here we go.
Ooh. That unfortunately will be a miss.
Alright.
Right.
Either way, that's actually 2 of my actions, because my initial stride was a free action.
True. True.
Yeah. Oh, man. Last action, I believe I can point out, so I will do that.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So you point out, and does that just give your allies a bonus on checks to seek it?
They're hidden now rather than undetected.
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, excellent. Well then, it is unfortunately my turn. And so, you guys might have noticed that I rolled a d6. That was to determine who I was targeting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, we're going to start this all off by a creature suddenly erupting from the underbrush. And it sprints forward with astounding speed, making for Fiddlesticks. Now, as it
Oh, dear.
moves, it reveals itself to be, as I described, somewhat a... You see, it's not so much a carapace as actual, like, metal plating. And not even armor. As in, this creature is actually made out of metal.
Oh.
It's an archaism.
Which one's the android? Rossetti's just like you.
So, the Ravager bounds forward, specifically using the pounce action. Which means, if it began this action hidden, it remains hidden until after the strike. So Fiddlesticks will be off guard to this strike.
And this is something that I can't react against, right?
Nope. Not for this
Dang.
one.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with a claw strike here. Okay, yep, that'll get you. 14 points of damage.
Okay, I'll take the full thing. I'm just a simple scarecrow. I'm easy to hit.
All right.
Just a fable.
And then, while it has people around it, it is going to use an area effect. So it's one action, it pounces out there, just swipes at Fiddlesticks as it comes to a halt, its claws flexing in the ground, digging furrows in the dirt, and then you see like it pulse and suddenly erupts in electricity as it unleashes a shock cocoon. So Rosette is out of this, but everybody else is within 15 feet, within its 15-foot emanation, and so I will need a reflex save from everybody. Ooh.
Ooh, that's not good. And I don't have a hero point in Alien Road.
Oh no.
Yeah, not good.
Reflex?
Yes, please. Okay, so... Oh, teaching moment. Warren, in the future, if you would like, you see how, like, there's, like, the reflex save is kind of a little box, in the description of the ability? If you have Fiddlestick selected, you can click that, and it'll roll specifically against it, and let you know some results.
That's handy.
And stuff. Yeah. Alright, but so, we have a failure from Mean, a success from Merciless, a critical failure from Aaron Hood, and a success from Fiddlesticks. This is a basic save. So, Merciless and Fiddle will both be taking half damage. Aaron Hood takes double and gets stunned 1. It's
a very effective first turn.
Yep, I've already applied the stun.
You already did? My bad. Alright.
Up.
I'm applying it. There we go.
Ahead.
There we go. Alright, a strong opening from the Ravager. Aaron Hood, can you wreak some vengeance upon it?
I can try. First I have to actually draw my weapon.
Yep.
Oh, so that's one of my 2 actions. Double check something here. You know, 1 action. Field Dancer.
Ooh. You step and then strike. Okay.
Have it already targeted. Right.
That unfortunately will be a miss.
Unfortunate.
Nimbly dodges aside. Which brings us to Mean.
My mic was down. There we go.
Ah, welcome back.
All right. I guess I probably got to do the same thing. Draw my bastard. I will use 1 action to command my snake to move. So we will go a good old-fashioned... What's this thing's... Oh, shoot. This only has 5, 10... 5? 15, 20. I cannot get... Oh, it has 2 actions. It can use both of them to get into it.
Yes.
Does... what Arianrod has a good old-fashioned lance? Does she have reach?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a regular lance.
Okay. So I have 40 feet. 5, 15, 20, 25, 35. Okay. So I can do this.
And also not be adjacent to it.
Yes. That's its 2 actions. I have 1 left, and I will use that one. Does it look like it has anything that can be disarmed?
Yes, it does in fact look like it has components. You notice on its back, there seems to be a... You probably know this from having interacted with Rosette, but there seems to be a firearm of some sort located on its back.
Okay.
You did
And
also see this sort of like component in its chest spark and glow before it unleashed that shock cocoon.
Right. By which I specifically mean the disarm action.
Ah, no.
I can do that with? No? Okay.
I thought you were asking
Yeah.
for components. My apologies.
No, you're good. I will cry internally because that makes one of my feats useless. But instead, I will.
You could have asked me. I would have told you.
I thought about that right before we started, but it's fine. I will hit it with the strike.
Okay.
Take
And
that.
hey, it is off guard. Oh my gosh, it's a natural one.
All right, bye. See you later. That's what I
Well,
should have expected when I
classic.
decided to roll a die.
Classic dinner man. All right. Warren, that brings us to Fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks is going to creak and bend its spine backwards, its cage-like ribs opening up, and it is going to create a vampiric tether to this Ravager, who I very much hope can take void damage. We'll find out. I remember you gave a list of damage types to be wary of, and I don't recall if this was on it, but we're going to try it. I'm going to cast Vampiric Feast, which is a basic fortitude save
Okay.
at 4th rank. Put the spell into the thing, can't I? Will it let me upcast it because it's signatured? It doesn't seem like it. Pretend that was 4th rank.
Okay. Well, I will make a fortitude save. That is a failure.
Okay, so it is... Alright. Roll damage.
Yep.
I will need to adjust it, I think. God, I don't know how this window works. But it's gonna be taking...
Well, I can spoil.
Is it just not gonna
something.
go through at all?
It's not gonna go through.
Yeah, I was
You
afraid of that.
mentioned the
Okay.
Fiddlesticks build, and I was like, oh, that should work out fine, because this thing does have a mind that you can affect. I forgot about the void damage.
Yeah, okay. Well, it will still, I think, be subjected to my blood magic,
Yeah. Yep.
which means that it is going to take a -1 circumstance penalty to will saves for 1 round.
Okay.
And then I will follow that up with an intimidating glare in
Love
order
it.
to try to demoralize it since it has that penalty.
Oh yeah. Let's see it.
Or not.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Oh boy.
stop taking my.
Someone didn't
taking
feed
my
the
die
jungler.
rolls.
Okay. Well,
Those natural ones are mine.
Rosette.
But, recall knowledge.
Sure.
Can I do crafting for recall knowledge on this thing? Cause it looked mechanical.
You can. What would you like to ask before you roll? What information are you looking for?
Just for fun, let's learn about its component.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and give me a crafting check.
There we go.
All right, that is a success. We do have Blue over in the chat, who's calling the jungler feeding. All right, components. I'll tell you a little bit about components here. It's got 3 components. Its components have an AC of 30. You can target its coolant canister to cause that to explode and deal cold damage to it and other nearby creatures. You can target its power cell to disable its electrical abilities, or you can disable its Ravager cannon to disable its cannon burst ability and cause the cannon to drop in a random adjacent square that another creature can then pick up to fire.
Alright. In that the case, I would like to try to target its power cell, I believe is what you called it.
Yep. Okay.
So I would like to target that with a strike from my slide pistol. Should be reloaded. Oh my god, really? The whole thing, like, it had capacity, damn it. Oh, never mind, I did shoot with it, so
Yes.
capacity.
Yes.
I keep forgetting capacity is not repeating. So 1 action to switch the barrel, and now
Okay.
1 action to fire at the power cell.
Okay. No. a
Unfortunately
miss.
not. Yeah.
All right. It is the Ravager's turn. And none of you guys really presented yourselves as a threat this round. So
I didn't hurt it at all.
I'm going to roll a d6, or actually I'm going to roll a d4. 1, 2, 3, 4 to see who it'll go for. Fiddlesticks again. Oh no. No, yeah, no, Fiddlesticks was 3.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? Instead of going for one person,
Oh no.
it can. Doot, doot, doot. Actually, I think it needs to be there.
Up, moving. And it's in reach.
Yep, go ahead and take your reactive strike. Ooh, that is a hit.
Alright. Here comes the damage.
15 points of damage. Okay. Alright, that all goes through. However, once in place. Just see if I can't. Oops. There we go. Perfect.
Son of a.
Oh my god.
It darts down, moving behind Aaronhud, taking a stabbing from the lance for its cost of doing so. But once in position, you see it shifts its stance, getting into a sort of like lower stance, as it unleashes a salvo of cannon fire in a cannon burst. So I will need a reflex save from everybody except Rosette once again. Ooh, 19 on the die. Critical success from
Oh my god.
Mean Merciless there. Alright, so it looks like we got failure successes, crit successes, no critical failures.
Stay off because I need to move it to take the damage.
17 damage to the failures, half of that to the successes.
5, 10, 20, 25.
That is all 3 of its actions. Arianhod.
Alrighty.
No longer stunned. You got your full complement of actions here.
Indeed. Let's open up with a vicious swing.
Sure. Oh boy.
Unfortunate. Ah. And then last action, we're just gonna do another spear dance.
Okay.
Kinda right.
Gonna step there so you could flank with Mean, or up, going back there. Okay.
Yeah, going back there, I just want to get just a little out of it. Enough. Yeah,
No. Okay.
unfortunate.
Mean, it is your turn.
Okay, I don't think anything I want to do will work, so I think we're going. Let me look at this again. 30. How close is this big dumb jerk? 30, exactly. Okay. 2 actions. I will use my demon mask to cast fear.
Ooh, okay.
It is a DC of 20.
Are you able to throw it up in chat?
Yes, it has the mental trait. So if this thing is mindless, then this is classically wasted. I actually can I drag this on my sheet? Oh, yeah, I can. Hold on. Sure. Scroll, whatever.
I do have a
It's still-
penalty to will saves. Here, you know what? I'll just roll the will save.
Yeah, sorry. It's just DC 20. Oh.
27, which is only a success.
Okay. Regular fear, it's frightened 1.
Frightened 1, okay.
But it also has concentrate emotion, fear, manipulate, and mental. So if any of those, it has any traits that make those worthless, then I will cry forever.
Nope. Nope. Your fear seems to go through.
Cool.
The
Last action,
crimson
I will
glow
go
in
ahead.
its eyes flicker and ebb ever so slightly, but it maintains an aggressive posture.
I will use one action to command, and we'll go 5, 10, 5. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, 5. I keep doing it wrong. I did it before. I don't know. Okay, that's fine. Both of them.
I can
5.
just say, if you can move the hill, you should be good. Because I plan to move the hill next time.
Okay, we can do that. 5,
Potentially. Assuming the thing doesn't move, which it might.
20. Well, actually, in that case, I will. My guy is mature, so you know what? Yeah. Instead, I won't command it. It's mature, so it will get one action. I'll have it move there, and then with
Sure.
my last action, I will try.
Strike it.
I will miss my attack.
You
Wait,
took
let me read this.
Red striker, so it's off guard to you.
Within melee reach, you have a hand free and are within melee reach, so that needs to be 5 feet. Okay, take this.
Ooh,
Wait.
that's looking good. That'll hit.
Oh, I'm so not used to hitting. What I did? Click this damage button, I guess. Take this slashing damage.
All right. Your whip slashes through metal.
Nice. That's 3, and that's me. And how many times can I do this? Once per
Ooh,
day.
Actually, that is interesting.
Hmm.
The whip's non-lethal.
Yes.
My creature is immune to non-lethal attacks.
Oh,
And what?
Now, you could be taking the -2 penalty to make a lethal attack.
Okay, does 28 still hit?
Yes. 28
Okay.
still hits.
That makes sense. It is a robot, but that is insane. I don't understand how a whip is non-lethal. Like, it literally rips your skin apart. It doesn't matter. That's my turn.
All right.
You don't need all of your skin.
Fiddlestick.
That's fair. That's fair. Skin's overrated.
Okay, we're gonna try something. I don't know. Has it demonstrated reactive strike or avoiding reactive strike yet?
It has not. It got hit by Aaron Hood's reactive strike.
Okay, I'm going to step back,
Okay.
and then I am going to use Phantom Pain on its mechanical mind.
Ooh, okay.
Also at rank 4 because I'm angry, but I also don't know how to upcast it using because it's signatured.
Do not play enough casters to the point where I could tell you, I'm afraid.
I couldn't tell you either.
What's happening?
He's trying
I
to
wish to
cast Phantom
upcast
Pain
the
at a
spell.
higher rank. It's a
Uh-huh.
signature spell.
Okay, right.
I will solve the problem temporarily by just dragging it to my 4th rank section.
If on the right side, I don't know your sheet. Is there like a star on the right side?
there is. Okay.
Yeah. If you click that, it'll show up at the bottom of your shit.
Ah,
Good to know. Okay.
Oh wait!
What are we waiting?
Phantom Pain also has the non-lethal trait.
not
But it-
in the remaster.
I'm looking at it on the remaster.
I'm
It,
looking
it
at
definitely has non-lethal, but he said it's immune to non-lethal attacks. And this isn't an attack. Unless it's
Gotcha.
immune to non-lethal damage.
We got you on the semantics.
Ah, it's weird that
Get
it's
his ass.
on Archives of Nethys, but not PF2 Easy.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Try it. Let's see what happens.
I'm gonna be so mad if this is just no-celled again.
I don't like that he said try it.
Okay, let's make a will save. I am frightened, so that's giving me a penalty. But when you roll a 19, okay. So I will take half. Oh, target still takes full initial damage with no persistent damage.
Yes.
Ooh, that ain't bad.
And that damage is actually going to go up by 4 because of Sorcerer's Potency. And it's a
Nice.
Bloodline spell, so it will continue to take a -1 to its will saves.
Reapplying that effect. Okay.
Yep.
Alright, go ahead and roll me some damage.
I can click the persistent. Oh, there.
Ooh, it's a good number of dice. All right.
No sickened though.
No sickened. However, you do see its mind sort of flinch back as you send out this phantom pain into it.
Wait, it's
Did it take the full damage?
It's full, right?
Oh, you're right. I'll take half of it again.
Here.
I thought it was a basic save, after just reading that it wasn't. Okay, Rosette.
Alright. Alrighty. Let's just go into kind of a position. We're going to do a run and reload because I believe reload means also operating with capacity.
Correct.
I do.
They did establish that.
Move to here.
All right.
I'll reload then.
Off guard.
Indeed. Then, let's
Can
see.
you flank with a gun?
Not with the gun, but
But
I can with.
he does have the
with-
sword, the Flissa.
Indeed. Okay, we'll just do drift juke again. So we're going to strike, step, shoot. So let's go for the weapon here first. The flesher.
That is because of frightened and off guard a critical hit.
Awesome. There's the flesher, damn it.
Oh, 30, that hurts. That hurts. Something fierce.
Now we're going to stop. Stop. And then we're going to fire the pistol at it.
Okay. That, fortunately
No.
for me, that'll be a critical miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did not trigger reaction that would trigger on range attack, but not matter, which is fine.
All right, that
that's
brings
enough.
us around to the Ravager. Okay, does it play smart, or does it hurt the person that hurt it? I think it hurts the person that hurt it. So, it is going to start off with a Jaws strike against Rosette here, and specifically, it is doing a shock jaw smash. You see electricity course from its power cell, feeding into its jaws and electrifying its fangs before it turns on you, rounds on you with a fearsome bite. I guess I gotta roll to hit. Unfortunately, it misses. And so you are completely fine. However, I do have Agile on my claw, so alternatively, I could get out of flanking with a pounce. I got options. Here. I think I want to hit you, though. Yeah, let's do... that is a 30, so that'll hit, and it will deal 23 points of slashing damage.
Yep, all that goes through.
Okay. Its frighten goes away, but it is Erinhad's turn.
Alrighty.
And it's still taking a penalty to will saves from the aberrant bloodline.
Let me go. Trying to remember if I put. Alright, so we did determine it's not mindless. It's not. You know what? If it has that, let's start off with a demoralize.
Okay.
Let me double check one thing. Make sure I don't have.
Stack some debuffs.
I do have intimidating glare, so there we go. Just wanted to double check that.
For sure.
Okay. Here come the. You're not in the wrong character. One moment.
Yeah, you gotta flip through multiple pages.
Yep. Here comes the intimidation touch.
God, you guys.
Yeah, we did not roll that well.
This is like one of those nights where like my monsters are performing terribly, except in reverse.
Right.
That said, you guys do have it bloodied.
Right.
Oh, thank God.
Otherwise, lot to act and fish swing. It's in reach anyway.
Yep, it's off guard. Let's see what you got. Bring it, you bitch, it says. Ooh, that is... Man, if you had frightened it, that would have been a critical hit.
Ah, I know. And I don't have a heal point on alien world. I have one on Reject, but not alien world.
Yep.
Ah.
Still, very solid damage coming through as you smash your lance into it, driving a deep dent into its body.
Yep.
Mean.
That was my turn.
Okay, it's not frightened, right? So
No
I
longer
will,
frightened.
Do
Would
I
you like to
have-
try to
At -1
demoralize
to
it?
will.
As I double check that I have that. Did I not take it?
You fool!
I'm gonna punch myself in the throat. Why didn't I take that? I think I looked at it at one point and I was like, no, I'm gonna get something stupid that I won't use. All right, that
Glean
sucks. But
contents. Looking at glean content.
yeah. Can I read the tiny writing on its? All right, so there's nothing I can do about
You knock off
that.
a canister.
Nimble dodge, Beastmaster, slide disarm, which is useless. I am flanking, so there is that. Oh, hold on. I'm not moving. Let me double check what my support benefit is. Snake.
I think it makes
Until
it
the
unable
start
to
of
use reactions.
Any of your creatures threatens. Any creatures your snake threatens can't use, reactions.
It does have a
Okay.
reaction.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, but it doesn't have mount, so I would need to move forward, and I can't move forward and use support in the same turn.
Oh, that's right.
All right, I will get off. I'll push him forward, and then he'll. All right, I think we'll just go. Okay, I know what I'll do. I
Okay.
will first. I'll strike it.
Okay.
Whoosh. Oh, this is at -2, so 28
28 is a hit.
to make it lethal. Did I do this right? Right, it's off guard,
I
so I do
believe
get
you,
my
yeah.
sneak attack. Boom.
19.
Uh,
All right.
Second action, I will pull. Which one is better? My lesser potion of healing, and I will give that to my snake. Oh, cool. That was close to a 7, but I'll take a 1 instead. And that's... I mean, I guess I'll have it... Let me read it again. Your snake... Yeah, so I was going to say I'll use the support, but it's not within my reach, so that would be dumb.
Right.
It will do nothing, and that's
Move
my
up
turn.
and strike. Okay.
No, I didn't give it anything, so it only has 1, and I don't know what to do with the 1, so it's fine. It doesn't need to do something this turn.
All right, we're back to Fiddlesticks.
Has this thing been making Jaws strikes at all?
It's
Or
made,
any sort of bite
it
similar
made
attack?
one against Rosette.
All right, we'll give this a try then.
Oh no. I love
Um,
this spell. I know what you're casting.
Connecting from one construct mind to another, I'm gonna root through its mechanical brain and rewire its connection to its teeth. I'm gonna cast Teeth to Terror.
Yep. I knew it, you bastard.
It's a good spell.
It is. I love that spell.
It is uncommon. I should have asked if I could have it, but you put it in your video, so I feel
did.
like it's fair.
Yeah. I also suggested it to the witch in our campaign. All right, let's see what
All
we
right,
got
so it's
here.
another will save. It has the -1, which I think will make it an exact success because my DC is 25.
Yep. Yep. All right.
That's
so
okay.
It takes half damage, no persistent mental. Yeah. I'm sorry. For what it's worth, you are targeting the right save. Like it needs to roll. It needs to roll well to avoid like failing your stuff.
Okay, so it takes an entire 7 mental damage, and nothing else happens. But I will I can't use my. Oh, I can use my sorceress potency, but not my blood magic. I don't think sorceress potency requires my bloodline spells. So increase that to
Another
what level
4.
did I cast this at? By 2, because it was a second
Another
rank
2.
spell.
Okay.
Damn it! I wanted to give it the -1.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do I have one action abilities? I think I have a. Do I? No, it's not within range of my aberrant whispers. Tentacular limbs. Boy, that also doesn't help. I guess I'll cast it anyway, just to have a third action to do. I will use my tentacular limbs focus spell, which rather than being like aberrant octopus tentacles, is just the like components and burlap and wooden beams of his arms just like slackening and extending to be like way too long.
Sure, I love it.
It doesn't do anything on its own, but it will increase my range for unarmed strikes and touch spells to 10 feet on subsequent actions if necessary.
Yeah, and you can sustain it, right, to make it even further.
It's just a duration, so I don't need to sustain it, but the way that it works is I can basically do reach spell as a meta magic.
All right. Well, excellent. That is going to bring us back around to Rosette in round 4. Round 4.
Alright, so I'm going to try out one of my ancestry feats.
Okay.
I have a advanced targeting system.
Oh, shit.
So here we go. Cast Short Strike on myself.
Okay.
And then we're going to do a reloading strike.
Ooh.
So make a melee, reload, and then reload. Alright, so melee strike, here we go. So since I have the short strike, it's not coming up on a pop-up here, so I guess I just re-roll and then... Oh, actually, keep higher. Okay. Wow.
That is another crit due to it being off guard from the flank.
Oh dear.
Here's the damage. And then while that's happening, I also will reload.
And shoot it again.
Yep. Shoot it again. Why not? Even though it's going to have map and all that, I don't really care. But shooting it.
Ooh. That is a hit.
Alright.
Alright. So I'm going to say it is triggering Endless Ferocity because I do want to get this one ability off so we can see what it does and properly test it.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, that is your turn. The Ravager is going to step. It is going to make a jaw strike against Aryan Hood, and it's going to do so as part of a shock jaw smash. So, here we go. That is a 33 to hit Aryan Hood.
Yep,
So,
that'll hit.
it'll start off by dealing 21 points of piercing damage, and then another 9 points of electricity damage. And as this electricity hits you, it sparks and arcs from you to other nearby creatures. So, Mean and Merciless will also take that 9 electricity.
Okay.
And then, from Aryan Hood, I need a Fortitude save. And you're golden. You avoid being stunned this time around. And it is your turn. The only thing I have not tested on this creature is its reaction, but I don't feel like I need to test its reaction. So, I am ready to finish off this fight.
Okay. You know, I just have this just because... No, I'm not going to use it because it's like, no point. Anyway, build in. Step, and then strike.
Okay. And a hit. The great beast of metal falls still at the tip of your spear, at the tip of your lance. It crashes to the ground as you emerge victorious. Nicely done, troop.
Hell yeah.
We are going to get into discussing the design of this creature. However, I am waiting on a call from some people, and I don't really want to have to do that in the middle of the stream. So what we're going to do is we're going to call it here. I want to thank everybody that came out to watch this or are watching this in the future. We will not be back next week because I actually have a session that went on hiatus, a campaign that went on hiatus, and is finally coming back. I'm going to be playing that next Saturday. Might actually still be on Twitch for it. I just won't be the one streaming it. So, we will be back 2 weeks from now for another Monster Mash. Until then, stay safe, be good, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.